What's up, guys? It's Captain Firefox, and we are back in another episode of Building the Odyssey. I know y'all are dying to see the Dauntless, but before we get into too much detail on it, I want to stop and fill you on some new developments with the channel. I have recently created a Steam group on Steam. Here it is right here, where you can join my group. We can kind of interact more off of YouTube itself. We can share blueprints. We can have conversations about the direction of the series, and eventually, when I get a few more subscribers, I'd like to create a server where we can all play together, and this is going to be the place where we do that. So we're not quite there yet because there's servers you got to pay for and money involved and all that kind of stuff. So we're not quite there yet. Probably another 100, 200 subscribers away from that point right now. But get it on the ground floor. We can get some moderators going. I'm looking for people to help out with moderating the group and or a server when we get there. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, go on the forums on the group page. Start a thread. Let me know what you're talking about. I've started a couple threads already about blueprint sharing and, like I said, directions for the series, episode ideas. So if you have any ideas, man, that's the place to go to place them down. I've had a lot of people asking in the comment section to get more involved. That's the place where we're going to meet to get involved. You can go to that group by right here on the YouTube page on my channel. There's a link to it. Just click on it right there, and it'll take you directly to the page, and you can join the group through there. Everybody's welcome, so please join us there and continue the conversation. And enough of that, let's get back to the Dauntless. I'm a little excited about today because I'm showing off my baby, the Dauntless. I finally made her appearance in the series, so I can talk about her. Now, I did build this ship myself, and I've been geeking out about it ever since. I've been trying to work its way into the show since I built it, and I finally got to. Originally, this thing was designed to take the place of the station. This was going to be our mothership, if you will. But unfortunately, space engineers, and I'm guessing by the end of this video you'll understand what I mean, because the Dauntless will start freaking out, gyrating madly, and spinning around dancing in space. Don't ask me why. We just call it getting space engineered. From the forums and everything I've read, it has something to do with the dropship attached in the back here. And whenever I'm filming fight scenes or whatever with the Dauntless, I do delete this back here so it doesn't freak out. Allegedly it has something to do with the gyroscopes and the different mirroring angles if they're not the same on a ship that's attached to it. All I know is if I have anything other than the Dauntless in the world that I'm in, it freaks out and goes crazy. So hopefully it'll do it, but then part of me wants it to happen, part of me hopes it doesn't, so it makes for a good video, but hopefully I can find some footage of it freaking out and throw it in here if it doesn't do it on its own. That's enough yammering about how it doesn't work. Now it's time to show this bad boy off. So, I guess we'll just go ahead and go inside and look around. Now there is a significant list of mods that I use for this ship, and the reason I say that now is because this door right here, that's the only piece that I use off the entire mod pack that has like 30 freaking mods on it. And just to show you how ridiculous the amount of mods are on this server right now, it takes me 25 minutes to load this game every time I have to close it down. But just look at all this crap I have in here to get. That's insane. Absolutely insane how many mods are on this freaking server. But I need like one piece from each one of those to build this ship. So that could also have something to do with the fact that the ship gyrates profusely from time to time. So on my to-do list is to go through here and remove all the mods and make this vanilla except for the guns. So that's the game plan. I don't know if I'll ever get around to it, but yeah. Anyways, so there's the front door. Ha! I guess you use these are the S walls or what it's called. I'll probably just put. Hopefully, I'm going to piss off Editor Cliff here, but what I'm going to do here is every mod we come across, I'll add it to a list as we go. Yeah, I think I can do that. So these are the S walls, I think is what it's called, and I love the way they look. I used to be say these were the Corner Lights mods, but they're not mods anymore, so I don't have to mention them. So we come in here to like the common room, if you will, and off on the sides here are what was going to be our bedrooms, but since the ship never got used for what it was meant, then they're just empty rooms. Never did finish them out. I just realized that now. Oh well. We never come into this area of the ship anyways. And I think these doors are a part of another mod as well. So let's ding, add that to the list. Alright. So, yeah, fire's room over there, captain's room over there. Everything's good. Another door here. Probably for another mod, maybe for the same mod. I don't know. Seems like I have one door from every mod that I have. And here is the hangar, which is on the front of the ship, which you can't really tell from the outside. But there's the hangar door. And you can actually fit Typhoons in this ship. So it's not, it's a very small hangar door, but you can fit the ships in there. And that gun doesn't really get in the way either. So, I've never done anything like that before, but I really like the way it looks. It kind of hides the fact that there's a hangar on the ship. You'd never guess that's a hangar on the front. Or I wouldn't. Or that's the game plan for it anyways. Plus, it allows the enemy to shoot a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter in the front. There's just a bunch of empty space here. So they'll shoot all these connectors and all these lights and everything before it starts going to the more important parts of the ship. So that's enjoyable and an unintended benefit of having it there. So we come down here to my little hidden away stairways. And I love this part of the ship. I find a way to put it in every episode, I think. I just love the little window walkway here. Totally the most unsafe part of the ship, but it looks cool. My little circle dome radar thingies. Yeah, those are fun. Coming here to the med bays, because you're gonna die, so you're gonna need them. And my suit rooms, which are part of the S Walls mod. I hope I'm saying that right, otherwise I'm gonna look stupid every time I say it. But those are nice, and it's real nice to have these handy near the hangar, sort of, for every time I need to change my costume, which is frequently throughout the episodes. So that's there. These walls are just the backside of the S mods. That's why they look weird. It's not a different mod, it's just the back of it. And these are the staircases that come with the S Walls mod. I keep butchering that, don't I? Anyways. So to finish it off back here, these are med bays that come with the mod. They will power you up and everything, just like a regular med bay. But it's nice to have them back here with the dropship. And here are the numerous large shield generators that I have all over the ship. I think there's at least 4, I know that, because I had mirroring on when I built this in 4 directions. So, gonna have a lot of those. Got my refineries, storage, gyros galore, gyro, oxygen, assemblers, reactors, hydrogen tanks. Why the hell do I have a hydrogen tank on this ship? Oh yeah, because of the dropship. Okay, that makes sense. More gyros, same thing on this side. So I guess I have 4 large shield generators on there. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 large reactors. And this ship doesn't have nearly enough power. Whenever I'm filming the ship in a battle scene or whatever, and I'm not trying to show it off, what I'll do is I'll fill in all this empty space with large reactors, and it's still not enough to power the shields and the guns and the jump drive and everything. I think I had that up to, like, let's see, 16, about 16 large reactors on here, and the damn guns would still turn off whenever I started taking damage because the shields were trying to recharge and compensate. So, don't know how to fix that other than turn the shields off, but I kind of like having the 7.2 million hit points from the shields. So, that's hard to get rid of. On to the dropship, which is ugly but kind of cool at the same time. It's probably the best way I can describe it. It is connected using connectors here and one at the top back here. Now, I tried so many different ways to connect this ship together. Originally it was merge blocks, landing gear, and finally ended up with connectors. They seem to blow up the least. When I say the least, I don't mean not at all. This thing will randomly blow up whenever I'm trying to connect it and deconnect it for whatever reason. It's space engineers, so it does explode from time to time. Dropship's cool. I like it a lot. It's very handy, and it does fit 2 of the Typhoons. These are Space Typhoons, which is what we call them. And this is another mod, the Typhoon. We did change the paint, and these we replaced the atmospheric engines with ion engines, thrusters, whatever. But whoever designed this is a freaking genius. This is a beautiful ship, and I love it. And the dropship, and then the rest of the Dauntless was built around those fighters. So everything fits in there. Love, love, love it. Got a little anti-fighter turrets on the bottom here. And we're not going to mention the fact that I kind of totally, completely forgot to put landing gear on this thing. So if you notice, in the last episode, or the episode before last, whenever it was, the ship never actually sat down on the ground because I'm pretty sure these hydrogen thrusters would explode. So it was just hovering right above the surface, and the boarding ramp comes down nicely. So, tight space, but everything fits, it works. You get seating for your friends, a pilot seat, and a nice view of the ground when you're in the seat so that you can see how close you are to crashing into the ground. Yeah, it's ugly, but it works. Come back out here. Now, on the back side of the Dauntless, you have these auxiliary hangars, we'll call them, where you can have your mining ships or cargo ships or whatever that you can hide over here. There's no hangar door on purpose so that you can fit a little bit bigger ship in there. And they're well hidden. You can't even tell they're there from the outside of the ship. So you can see, got a lot more armaments up there on the side. Oh, time to chop up the UNSC mod. Halo mod pack is right there. There's another one. And I hidden the jump drives. There's 4 of them to get this hunk of junk into jump space. You got 4 of them kind of hidden on, well, not really hidden, but they look cool on the outside of the ship along with some more guns. And like I said a minute ago, I built the Dauntless around the dropship, and this encasement was built around it, so that it fits pretty nicely. And, never would have thought it would look this good whenever I was building it, but the final product it definitely worked for me. I love the way it looks from the inside and out, all the glass and everything. It's like a temple almost in there for the dropship. So, yay. Love how it looks. Probably my least favorite part of the ship is the thruster pack back here at the back, but it gets the job done, so try not to look at its butt very much. It's impolite to stare anyways, right? So I got my big-ass battleship guns on the top of the ship. These things put out a ton of damage, as long as you're not moving fast, because then they'll never hit you. And these divots are just details for a big flat surface, so it wasn't a big flat surface anymore. And this is probably the 5th or 6th bridge I put on this thing. It was originally up here where the hangar is, and it was back here attached to the engine thrusters, and it was just this section back here, and eventually it turned out to be this enormous thing, which we'll check it out from the inside in a minute. It really looks good from the inside. So, where are we on the tour? I think we need to go back inside now. Go in through the hangar. Back down through here. Already seen all this. We've been down there. Yep. Okay, now we gotta go up to the cockpit. Bridge, cockpit, whatever you want to call it. Oh, here's another mod. The ladder mod. This thing actually works. You can climb up it. Just like that. Alright, we're on the bridge. Now, one saved version of these actually have the shield thingamadoober hooked up to these, so it displays the amount of shields that you have. I don't have it on this version of it. I have like 7 saved versions of it, and this is the one that pasted in, and I didn't feel like, waiting for a minute and a half for the damn thing to paste in, so we're going with this one. But you get your little workstations over here. You can imagine it being for navigations or weapons or whoever you want to put on the side of the ship. And, oh, hello, phone. And, where was I? Oh, yeah. I just kind of outline the bridges with the Colt Command Pack, which, another mod. But this time I kind of made it at weird angles, and I love the way it turned out. I was just kind of randomly putting shit places, and it turned out to look really good. I was very pleased with how it turned out. Of course, just your LCDs, and it's another mod right there with the Flags of the World mod. The same thing over here, just mirrored, but cool little workstations for if and when Space Engineers ever works in multiplayer. You actually have a whole crew of people on here. You can imagine them sitting there, each person controlling a different turret, and it could be a lot of fun. But for now, hell, if you put 2 people in a multiplayer game, the damn thing just flips out and people start jumping through walls and everything. Come on, team, fix this ship. This is just a projector and some more of the Colt Command Packs flipped upside down and stuck to the top of the roof. and love the way it looks. It's little things like this that I wish were vanilla in this game. That I just adds so much more depth and, I guess, immersion to the game. But yeah, now this is a problem. We're not going to deal with it. We're not going to really talk about the problem. But yeah, this is the view from the cockpit. Can't really see shit. So that's why we have a camera at the front of the ship, so that you can actually see where you're going. You don't have to worry about running into anything, because, it's space. Running into things is bad. Let's see. I feel like I'm forgetting something important. So we fall down the ladder, because ladders are slow. Gravity's faster. So that, I believe, is it. That's my ship. That's my baby. Like I said, it was designed to kind of be the only thing used in the series. But that didn't work, and I'm kind of happy it didn't, because I'm loving the storyline where it's at right now. And dropship is just nothing but a bunch of hydrogen tanks and thrusters. It gets me from point A to point B. So yeah, that's it. That is my baby, also known as the Dauntless. I hope you guys liked it. And, as I said in the beginning of the video, don't forget to check out the new Steam group I created. If you have any blueprints you want to show off, any suggestions for the series, any episode ideas, anything like that, do please put it on that the new Steam group. But other than that, guys, this is Captain Firefox signing out. I'll catch you guys next time.